Welcome back. Quick little video, short, simple, nice and sweet. Don't worry about the windows. I tried to wipe them shits off the other day, but sometimes that should just be coming back. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So fuck it. But look, man, I got a mentor. My mentor been truck driving for 25 years. He says 20. I don't know what fucking number he says. It's over 25 years, right? So all over the road too. All OTR. Never did nothing regional. Never did nothing local. And he just put something in my ear. He's like, Kevon, you live in New York State. There's no fucking way I would be trucking living in New York State. And mind you, this nigga's from New York. He an old timer. Johnny's about like 60-something years old. He an old timer. So he put me up on some game, and he reminded me of a video I watched with Trucker Brown a few years ago. And in that video, it talked about where you should live as a truck driver. Now, when you watch a video, if you don't constantly watch it, then the thought, it could just come out of your head just like that. Now, we had this conversation, and he was like, look, there's no way I would live in New York as a truck driver. I said, why? He said, because the taxes is too high, the cost of living is too high, the fuel is too high, the tolls is crazy on the GW, the PA Turnpike. And I'm listening to him talk, and I'm like, yo, like, this nigga right. An apartment in New York City. My apartment, $1,500 a month for a 2-bedroom. Facts. $1,500 a month for a 2-bedroom. This nigga live out there in Arizona. He said my house for a 3-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, like 1,200 square feet is $1,100 a month. I said, oh shit. Motherfucker got me beat by $400. Now $400, 400 times 12, 4 times 12 is what? 48, that's $4,800 a year. That's $5,000 if you round it up. He's saving $5,000 more than I am. And he got a consistent route from motherfucking, he's by the I-10. By the I-10 in Arizona. He said sometimes he may pick up in Casa Grande, sometimes he may go to California, shoot to Florida, and take that shit back. And I'm like, yo, but why are you just going back and forth? He told me, he's like, yo, like, I'm on the I-10. The I-10 is a 2-lane highway. And on that 2-lane highway, you basically could do 75, 80 miles per hour, if that makes sense. And he's dropping the jewels and he's giving me the fucking game for free. He says, if I were you, I'd pick up and move. And I'm like, move where? And he said, listen, think I-10, I-20. I'm like, why? Well, I'm not like, why at that point. At that point, I was kind of getting what the fuck he's telling me. And his truck is black. He got that. He got a Peterbilt. He got that shit. It's not a long nose, but he got, what is that, like a 560 something, and he black too. And he just gave me the finger, not the middle finger, but like, he gave me like the, the peace sign or whatever. But as I'm listening to what this man is saying, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta move out of New York City. I gotta move out the Bronx. Because you're getting raped. You're getting fucked in your ass. Yeah, you're making money, but you spending money just as much as you fucking making. Rent, food, fuel, tolls, taxes. So I said, oh shit, it makes sense. Now, the video that it reminded me of, you can go watch it, was with Trucker Brown, and he said, where should you live as a truck driver? And it dawned on me, as a truck driver, you can live anywhere you want in the United States of America. I can choose to move to Arizona. I can move to New Mexico. I can move to Nevada. I can move to Texas. I could move to Louisiana. I could move to Georgia. I could move to Alabama. You can move any fucking where you want. And look at all that fucking space. So he got me thinking. He's like, yup, if I was you, I'd move to such and such. But he suggested if I was you, I'd move anywhere by I-10 or I-20. And I'm like, why the fuck is he really recommending I-10, I-20? And he told me, because winter, you barely fucking see snow. And I'm like, it's making sense. I'm getting an idea. If I were to move to anywhere, specifically around like the I-10 or the I-20, you could truck all year fucking round with a 2-lane highway, just like this. But the speed limit 75, 80 miles an hour on a 2-lane highway. Look, that just says speed limit 70. So I'm like, yo, Johnny, like, yo, you're really an owner-operator. You live in Arizona. You take loads from either Arizona or California. You go to Florida and you come right the fuck back. You know how much he makes a week? Take home. Not gross. Take home. My boy may bring home $10,000 a week. And after fuel and after all his deductions, because I don't think he owns his truck. He has a payment. But even with his payment and even with his mortgage, he says, yo, it's like I bring home $6,000 net every week. Going in the same fucking direction every week. And I barely see snow. This year, as you can see, Texas, because I was stuck out there in Texas, you know, he saw like a little bit of snow, but he said out of his whole fucking career, he's seen snow on the I-10 in Texas 2 times. This year happened to be one of them. So I'm like, yo, I gotta take his advice. And I gotta get the fuck out of New York City and move to the I-10 or to the I-20. And I did my little homework. I prefer the I-10, you know? I prefer the I-10 because I know what's out there. I've been out there a couple of times. So I'm like, yo, I'm about to move. Because it makes sense to fucking move. It makes sense to move to an area where I can keep more of the money, more of the profits. You understand? So, man, look at that. Weight station closed. I ain't going in there. Fuck the weight stations. You know what I'm saying? But like, it makes sense, bro. And I'm putting this trucking shit together. This shit makes sense. So as I'm about to get my own fucking truck very, very, very soon, I need, my next best bet is to move out of New York City. I-10, I-20. And if you watching this shit, yo, you gotta do the same shit. It depends on where you are, because I don't want to tell you to move to... I'm willing to move, because shit, what the fuck is in New York for me? I've been in New York City my whole damn life. You understand? I've been in New York City my whole life. It might be time for a change, you know? And I hope that this shit inspires you, because there's money out here to be made in truck driving. It's a whole lot of money. Like HT Logistics say, we getting money. That's money, brother. That's money. That's money. That's money. So I hope this inspires you to get money, to pay attention to the lanes. Because I'm learning as I'm growing. I met Johnny in... Where the fuck I met Johnny? I don't remember where the fuck I was at where I met Johnny. But something told me that guy's gonna have some information. Go up to him. Go pick his brain. I'm glad I did. I'm fucking glad I did, because that man who's been doing this shit for over 20 years, who's been doing this shit when you didn't have a GPS, he's been looking at the fucking maps, log books. He's giving me game. And I'm taking it all in. And I'm mixing it with what I do know from what I did learn from HT. Classes in Session, Low Ready series. And I'll say this. Not only am I about to get a whole lot of money, I'm about to live like a fucking king. Mark my words. You can't stop me. You fucking can't. No matter what I go through, I'm gonna always stay on. I'm gonna always be on top. You feel me? Yo, I'm loving life right now. I'm loving life right now. And I hope you watch this shit. And when I say you know who I'm talking about. I hope you watch this shit. Because you about to watch me. I'm out.